Another day and another sketch in my daily sketchbook. I am over halfway through the month of August, and at this point I'm getting a little tired of drawing flowers, but here we are drawing more flowers. I decided to change things up a bit and use this rainbow colored pencil. And I think this day of sketching just kind of frustrated me. I wasn't really in the mood to draw flowers, and not being able to control what color is coming out of this rainbow colored pencil kind of frustrated me. You're able to kind of spin the pencil to go on like the blue side or the purple side or the red side or the yellow side, but it's still kind of tough to control the actual color output. And that's the part that frustrated me, because while I like the look of mixed colors layered on top of each other, I like to have a little bit more control of what colors I'm putting on top of each other. So this whole process just frustrated me because I didn't have that control. And I guess that was kind of the whole point of me doing this, is to not have control and just draw. So I continued on, and I'm going to continue on with this spread using this pencil, but I'm not totally enjoying the process. And once again, I'm excited to do something different in a few days. I don't really know. I did a drawing with this pencil a while back where I drew a portrait, and I ended up really liking it, and I really enjoyed it. So I think for me it might just be that I just didn't enjoy this subject, and I don't know, I just kind of got stuck with it. Like I was really frustrated drawing this, but I decided to continue on and finish it, and at least just show up for the page today. And that really is my only goal with this specific sketchbook, is just showing up for each day and drawing. Another thing that I thought of when I was drawing this leaf is that I actually didn't mind how this leaf turned out, and I think it's because I drew it in more of like a whimsical way. The flower itself, I was really going off of the reference photo, and then for the leaf, I just drew from my imagination, and I actually think the leaf turned out better than the actual flower, because it was more stylistic. And I think maybe that's what I need to continue to do with these colored pencils, or this colored pencil, is just to do a more stylistic drawing instead of trying to draw from a reference exactly. And then I'm just going over the entire flower again, trying to add some more color to it to get that layered effect. One thing though with this pencil specifically, I don't really know what brand it is. I know it's a rainbow pencil, it's made in Japan. That's all I really know. I don't know what the brand name is, but it's very waxy, so it doesn't layer that well. It kind of, once you put down a layer hard, like when you press really hard, you can't press really hard again and have the pigment come out. It just sort of like does nothing. So in order to use this pencil specifically, you have to draw really light and then slowly add pressure onto your drawing as you're doing the layers, if that makes sense. But that's kind of what I figured out with this one. And now I'm gonna draw, or now I'm drawing some tulips, and I'm trying to think of being more whimsy, but I'm also like looking at a reference, so I'm literally struggling with making it whimsy while also following the reference and not having control of the colors. I think the part that really annoys me about not having control of the colors is that you don't even really have control over the like shadows or the highlights, because you don't know what color is going to come out. So a lot of the times when I use colored pencil, I'll pick like yellow for the highlights or like blue for the shadows, just a lighter color versus a softer color to really show that. And I'm unable to do that with this pencil, and maybe I should have used more of the paper for the highlights and just the pencil for the shadows. That might have helped my overall drawing. But I have 2 more days to go of this spread, and I will be continuing to use this pencil and use flowers as my subject. So I guess maybe I'll do something different for the next 2 days. Like maybe I'll actually figure out how to use this pencil. I don't know. At least I showed up, and that's all that really matters, is just trying and failing. Because if you did nothing, you wouldn't even be trying. I don't know, that's kind of the philosophy that I've been using lately, is at least I showed up, but not to be whiny about my drawing. It's just kind of how I feel about this page. But that's the final page. Thanks for watching. Bye.